Parents and former students of Douglas Anderson School of the Arts say they are outraged after plans for a cultural meeting would have separated white students and students of color.
I think that this sadly has taken away the possibility of trusting administration to create that safe space for students.
The meetings wound up being canceled. News4JAX reporter Marilyn Parker joining us live. Marilyn, a lot of controversy surrounding the planning of these meetings.
That's right, and we learned just before school let out, Principal Melanie Hammer actually went over the intercom and apologized to students. A student sent us that video from inside a classroom. Take a listen to what she had to say.
I remain 100% dedicated to working together with you to improve the racial and cultural experience of our schools. We are fractured, but we are also family. The work is hard, and I have made mistakes, but I love each and every one of you. I do hope you will forgive me, and we will continue strengthening our family together.
And I spoke with one student who says after the apology, while they felt it was necessary, it still doesn't feel like it's enough. This email was sent to families of Douglas Anderson Art School Tuesday, saying 2 meetings, one for students of color and another for white students, was meant to discuss cultural issues at the school and ensure that DA is a place for all. Jade Collins is an alumnus of the school and has spoken up about racism there. She says this email is divisive.
What was jarring to you about the email sent out to parents?
When I see a term like POC, I'm sort of only seeing not white. So when I see students of color, I'm thinking, why segregate based on race?
The email says the president of All Things Diverse LLC and 2 others were set to host the meeting. In a statement from All Things Diverse, it says, quote, separating students of color and white students were meant to create a safe space for them to share experiences and ideas. Once each session was finished, we would come together to express those feelings and explore ways to move forward. The message sent to parents was lost in translation, end quote. The school sent a follow-up email saying the event was communicated with the appearance of dividing the student body, and they went on to apologize for the lack of clarity. The school district sent a follow-up email saying they were, quote, equally dismayed, and the meetings were canceled. Collins says she felt this email showed a lack of accountability from the administration and says they're unaware of their own student body.
I think that it's really time for administration to listen to those students, to listen to the parents. But there should almost never be a reason, especially at such a creative, honest, and liberal school like Douglas Anderson, to even have to bring an outside voice for students to be able to speak freely.
The diversity issue at DA has been ongoing. News4JAX received this email reportedly sent to school leaders 2 weeks ago by a group of students. It's unclear if this email prompted this series of meetings. The email acknowledged the school had hired a more diverse staff and supported Black student leaders. Then they listed grievances, including how the school silences Black and brown students, a lack of inclusiveness, disproportionate punishment of Black and brown students, and more. And for perspective, Douglas Anderson School of the Arts has more than 1,100 students. 60% are white, 21% are Black, almost 10% are Hispanic, and get this, 74% of the student population is female. Now, I reached out to the school regarding that student email, and in the last 15 minutes, they sent me this statement that I'm going to read to you from my phone. It reads in part, I can tell you there's been an ongoing dialogue and listening sections among students, staff, alumni, and school leadership about the cultural and racial environment of the school. Now, we're going to put all of this information online at news4jax.com. Reporting live, Marilyn Parker, Channel 4, the local station.